welcome back to Kinetik Mums. I'm Sian and today's vlog is all about your health goals for 2020 and beyond. Because tomorrow is the eve of a new year, I also keep thinking about how it's a new decade as well, which is kind of, I just feel like that's quite a milestone really. So my vlog today is about health goals for 2020 and beyond, and I'd really like to know what your health goals are. What I'm going to talk about first is what my health goals are, and then I was going to talk a little bit about how we can try and stay on track with our goals and resolutions and look at some of the reasons why they don't always work out. I've got a few, and my first one is definitely to become more active and move more. So I do yoga practice 5 days a week. I do it first thing in the morning, and I use a yoga app, and I do 30 minutes practice in my living room. And I'm definitely going to keep going with that because I really love it, and it's an exercise that I enjoy. And I always think if you do an activity you enjoy, then you're definitely going to stick to it more. But what I'd like to do is to mix up my exercise a bit. So carry on with the yoga, but maybe go back to going to a class as well. And working with other people, working out with other people. I think it's really important that you go to a yoga instructor just to make sure that you're doing everything properly. But I also want to, like I say, do other activities because I just feel like I sit down too much working. So I've got a bike, so I definitely need to get the bike out and start using it more. I used to run all the time. I'm not a massive fan of running anymore just because it makes too many things hurt, but definitely if I can go for a jog now and again, I need to go out and walk the dog more and and it's not, I've got as like a step goal each day, but I think it's more, a lot of the time it's the quality of your steps as well as the quantity. So are you getting your heart rate up? Are you moving around more? Getting your blood pumping? So I'm definitely just like, I want to do some swimming and just doing more activities really, to get fit. I don't think I'm as fit as I need to be. Approaching 40 and I want to be here for as long as possible. So that's definitely one for me to get more active. A second one is talking about activity and fitness, but it's all about my my overall health and the health of my family. So there are lots of different home checks that we can do without having to go to see a doctor, just to make sure that we're healthy. So a big one for me, and I know on Kinetik Mums we talk about it a lot, is your blood pressure. I'm familiar with my blood pressure readings. I know what it needs to be healthy. Lucky for me, it is healthy, but I want to make sure I take it regularly, and also my husband as well, and make sure that we're, you know, on track and we have healthy blood pressure of 120 over 80 or as near as possible to that. So I will be updating my blood pressure monitor. I have one at home, but it definitely needs to be updated because I've had it for quite a long time. And also I'm going to be checking in with my weight. The overall figure on the scales of that, you know, your kilos is important if you want to have a healthy weight for your size and age and etc. But also, so I'll be looking at that, but also looking at what makes up my weight. So what my BMI is, and my muscle mass and everything, just having a look at how, you know, what makes up this body of mine. And also again, for my husband really. So I'll be ordering, a body composition analyzer as well. I've got one of those on order and I'm really excited to have a go at that. So blood pressure monitor and body composition analyzer are both available from kineticwellbeing.com. We run Kinetik Mums in partnership with these guys, so I definitely would go and have a look online. I know they've got some good healthy offers running for the new year, so go and have a look, and I'll be showing you how I get on with those things as well. Okay, number 3, drink more water. I don't drink enough water. I'm often dehydrated. I start the day really well with a couple of pints, and then I forget of water, and then I forget for the rest of the day. So aiming to drink at least 2 litres of water a day. And I know that that will help flush out toxins. It will help me feel more refreshed. It will help the skin and my overall health. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be tracking it just on, well, I use a health app on my phone. So I'll be doing that to check in more, make sure I'm keeping up with the water levels. And then my last one is not really a physical health one, it's more about what goes on in here. So I know that I'm a slave to my phone and I work too much. So I'm going to set myself a curfew for working on my phone until too late at night, put the screen away, and I really want to start reading again. I don't read books anymore and I really miss it. It's something that I enjoy doing. And recently started learning Spanish, so I really want to be practicing that in the evening and improving my language skills. So those are mine really. So those are 4 goals that I've set myself, and I'd really like to know what yours are. What are your health goals for 2020 and beyond? Tell me in the comments. Let's share them. It's quite sometimes helpful to have like a buddy system. So if you tell a buddy that you're going to do something, it makes you and them more accountable for that goal. So we could share those and try and keep on track with each other. But then I was thinking, what are the reasons why we often fail I don't like the word fail, but our New Year's resolutions don't stick. I think there's a stat I read somewhere that by week 3 in January, you've usually slipped off the wagon if it's a dry January, or if you're trying to lose weight and you're going on a mad diet, or you're not going to the gym, like your gym membership's sitting there not getting used. It's often, I think, because we start the new year with so many good intentions after quite a hectic and unhealthy time over Christmas, eating and drinking more, moving less. So we have the good intentions and then it kind of wears off because January is a long month. So what I would say is, when you're setting yourself new goals, particularly if they're sort of surrounding your health and well-being, I'd say always write them down and keep them written down somewhere so you can check in with them regularly. And also make them manageable. So if you've got one big goal, fine, but think about how different steps you can go to leading up to that goal. So if it's to run more, then look at doing like a couch to 5K program so that you can measure the distances little by little until you reach your goal. And I'd also say, if you do slip up and things go wrong, don't beat yourself up, because that's okay. Just dust yourself off, think that's okay, I'll start again tomorrow, and then just have another go, because it's your goal. They're not anyone else's goals, they're your goals, okay? So it's up to you to do it, and don't feel guilty if something goes wrong. So what, you're not going to get the sack from the goal police. And then the last one is to actually celebrate when you do have an achievement. So if you do achieve something, fantastic, celebrate it with yourself, pat yourself on the back. Don't be hard on yourself all the time. It's your life, we're just living it really. So those are the 4 reasons why I think quite often goals and resolutions can fall by the wayside. So like I said, let's share them, let's talk with each other. And then the last goal really I would like us all to do is to come off this video and subscribe, or do it now, subscribe to Kinetik Mums, and then you'll get regular updates when we post new content 3 days a week. And we'd really like you guys to keep doing that. And hop on, like I said, hop on to kineticwellbeing.com and have a look and see what they've got on offer there if you are, like me, are looking at a new blood pressure monitor. So thanks ever so much for tuning in. Happy New Year. I hope you have a fantastic one, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.